So my pearl for you today is to explore this concept of reverse mentorship and find a younger mentor, someone that you can learn from and see where it takes not just you and your learning, but also that of your people and of your learning community. Hi everyone, good evening. So yes, we are currently in quarantine in Bangkok, and so I didn't manage to find anything to create pearls from, but I did manage to find a pair of pearl earrings, so there's just a little bit of a pearl for you there. So in my role as PYP coordinator, one of my professional goals over the last 2 years has been to explore ways to build capacity in others and provide opportunities for my teachers to develop not only their own passions and expertise, but also their leadership skills. And through this professional goal, I stumbled onto this concept of reverse mentoring. And that is what I'd like to share with you today as my pearl of wisdom. One of the videos yesterday, Tricia Friedman wondered how, as pedagogical leaders and role models of learning, how are we ensuring that we not only continue to learn ourselves, but how are we visibly modeling this value and mindset of lifelong learning to our communities? And as schools, we have available to us one of the richest resources to support learning, and that is our youth. We are surrounded by youth, our students, yes, but also our younger generation of teachers. We have those on our staff that are recently qualified or are still actively studying in further education and therefore have the latest research at their fingertips. We have those digital natives who are able to manage multiple platforms and devices, and sometimes all at the same time. We have a whole generation that think differently from those of us that were born in the 70s and the 60s and before that. We have a generation who thrive in problem solving. They are creative thinkers and they delight in disruption and that out of the box thinking. And they bring a fresh perspective. They're politically aware and responsible, ethical citizens. And if we recruit well, our staff body also brings the benefits of having diverse backgrounds and life experiences. So Jan Owen, who's from the Foundation of Young Australians, she's been quoted to say that if you're over 45 and you don't yet have an under 30-year-old mentor, you are going to miss some of the fundamental shifts in thinking that are happening. And she highlights the need in the corporate world, but I think is applicable to us too, to honor our youth as an asset. There's been a recent TED Talk given by Patrice Gordon, and she talks about her role as a mentor for her CEO in reverse mentoring. And she highlights that in our current workforce, our current workforce now consists of up to 5 generations, which is wonderful for diversity of experience, but also means there's potential for a growing gap between leaders and their people, which in turn impacts potential policies, our systems, our curriculum design, and our priorities. So I encourage all of us as edu leaders to be curious and be prepared to unlearn and to relearn, and to explore this idea of finding a younger mentor, someone within your learning community that you can learn from. So over these past 2 years, through this concept of reverse mentoring, I have learned new technical skills. I've been working with some of our younger teachers to explore apps such as Keynote and Clips and Seesaw to better understand how we can use these effectively within our classrooms. I also joined a staff book club as a quieter participant to listen and connect and be really a part of those professional learning conversations. I had a young mentor to help me better understand through a series of really deep discussions, those big issues such as Black Lives Matter and anti-racism, especially as an expatriate living in Asia. And I've had guidance and support from younger teachers to better my own skills and my own understanding of mindfulness and its benefits to our young learners in regulating their emotions and their stress levels. Reverse mentoring is a win-win for our learning communities because it not only develops an inclusive environment, it builds relationships and connections and models that learning mindset. It also opens pathways for communication, as Katrin was saying last night, and allows for more perspectives and, more importantly, more voices. It also provides opportunities to build capacity in our people. It helps our younger generation of teachers develop those leadership skills and take on those roles of responsibilities. And it has, for our school, definitely helped to develop that culture of learning within our staff. Now, if you are one of the younger generation, then I would encourage you to find a way to introduce this concept to your leadership and possibly even consider the student body as a mentor for you. I know I often, as a parent and an educator, go to my teenagers to gain perspective and insight from them. So my pearl for you today is to explore this concept of reverse mentorship and find a younger mentor, someone that you can learn from and see where it takes not just you and your learning, but also that of your people and of your learning community. Thanks.